Hey! This isn't funny! Let me out! Let me out!
Hey, you're the new person. Becca something. Becca Sawyer. I'm Corrine, the person who stuck rooming with you. I mean, you're the person who stuck rooming with me. Anyway, welcome to our humble dwelling space.
You don't mind having a roommate?
Not at all. The roommate I used to have, Danielle, she and I got along great.
What happened to her?
She had kind of a bad experience. Got locked in a pitch-black closet overnight. See, she was claustrophobic, so when they found her the next morning, she could barely talk. And when I came back from class that afternoon, she just left. No note, no call, no text, nothing. I should probably tell you, some of the kids on this floor have been getting these, threatening notes from someone calling herself the Black Cat. Well, the first note's a warning, but if you get a second one, something really bad happens to you. And last week, the girl in the room next door, Megan Vargas, she got a second note, and that night she ate something at dinner she was allergic to and had such a bad reaction that she had to go home. Somebody's obviously playing a prank, but a lot of kids are starting to get really freaked out. Anyway, now that you're here, first thing you gotta do is read the Waverly Student Guide, which is online. If you don't have a laptop, it doesn't look like you do. That one little bag is all you brought?
All my stuff's being shipped from France, Lyon. It'll be here in a couple of days, but please, go on.
Anyway, you can get online by jumping on the computer in the library. Just make sure you read the part in the guide about Waverly's demerit system really well. It's enforced by Paige. Believe me, you do not want to mess with her. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, this floor is special because only seniors who are viable candidates for valedictorian live up here. Whoever's named valedictorian gets a full-ride scholarship to the university of her choice, so it's a pretty big deal. Of course, the only truly viable candidate is me.
Wait a minute. You mean the only girls to get notes from this Black Cat person are girls who are in the running to be valedictorian?
I hadn't really thought of it that way, but yeah, I guess that's right. Maybe somebody's jealous of us smart kids or something, or maybe it's one of us. Maybe someone's trying to scare off her competition. Whatever, it's not gonna work on me.
What are you working on? You look so busy.
Busy? That's the understatement of the year. I've got 4 days to finish a 30-page research paper that has to be fully annotated, utilizing a bibliography that has to include at least 6 published, no online stuff, published sources. Any normal student would hate having you bug them like this. But then, I'm not all that normal, so you can bug me all you want. Not that you're bugging me. Well, you are technically, but you're not really because I'm so... Never mind.
Have you ever gotten one of these Black Cat notes?
Yeah, I got one about 3 days ago.
Really? Where'd you find it?
On the floor over there. Somebody slipped it under the door during the night. I took one look at it and tore it up. But if you'd like to see the note my ex-roommate got, that one's right here.
When she got this, how did she react?
She tried to laugh it off, but I think she was scared. She was pretty neurotic.
What about the second note?
There wasn't a second note. Or at least, if there was, she never said anything about it to me.
Where's that cello music coming from?
Next door. That's Mel Corbelis.
Does she ever stop playing?
Depends on her mood. When she's really, really down, I'll bet if they didn't give demerits for making noise after hours, she'd play that thing 24/7.
Well, guess I'd better go start meeting people.
Yeah, I guess you'd better. I'm not so bad, right?
What do you mean?
It's just that, well, you're about to find out that I'm not exactly the most... Never mind. You'll see soon enough. You're gonna get in trouble.
Whoa, watch it! Oh, your hair's on fire. No wonder you're in a hurry.
My hair's on fire?
Just kidding. Red hair looks really good on some people. I'm Izzy Romero.
I'm Becca Sawyer. I just transferred here.
Where are you from?
From the States originally, but I came here by way of France. It's a long story.
Chouette alors. Let me have your cell phone.
My cell phone?
Yeah, so I can set you up on the local network. It'll just take a second.
Okay.
This way, you'll be able to get texted and keep up on all the breaking news. There you go. Look, my room's on the other side of the study hall, but lately I've been spending most of my time in the library. So come talk to me. I'm student body president, which means when it comes to the lay of the land, I got the best map. See ya.
Yeah?
Read much followed by more. Wonder why it was spelled with 2 O's instead of 1. Is this sampler as old as it looks?
It's old, that's for sure. My great-great-great-grandmother made it. She was in the first class of students to graduate from here. Everybody in my family who attends Waverly has to hang that thing in her room. It's tradition.
Did your mother graduate from here?
And her mother and her mother's mother ad infinitum. I come from a long line of Waverly grads. I'm what you call a legacy. I was admitted automatically. Who are you?
I'm Becca Sawyer. I just moved into the room next door.
Oh yeah, you're the transfer, the one who got kicked out of some school in France?
What? No, I didn't.
Waverly's primary source of all wisdom and truth has been suggesting otherwise. Hey look, I don't really care, but you gotta admit it's kind of weird to be changing schools in the middle of your senior year, and the fewer gory details you provide as to why, the more kids are gonna talk. Or should I say, text?
What's the rumor mill been saying about the black cat?
The black cat is just someone playing an idiotic prank, end of story. Of course, it's not the end of the story for my roommate Megan, who wound up having to go home sick with an allergic reaction that almost killed her. But it's still a stupid prank.
Did Megan have any idea who left her those notes?
Look, enough about the black cat. The other girls can buy into that garbage all they want, but the pea brain that's behind this, I refuse to give her the satisfaction. So if you have questions for Megan, I think you should call her yourself. 845-555-1849.
You play that cello pretty well.
Thank you. I taught myself to play when I was 10.
Do you play any other instruments?
Yeah, the keyboard. As in synthesizer, not computer. Although I'm pretty good with computers, too.
How well do you know the girl I'm rooming with, Corinne?
Probably better than anybody. She doesn't have a lot of friends, but she's incredibly smart. Plus, she's a social outcast, too, so we get along pretty well.
What makes you say she's a social outcast?
She's so desperate for people to like her, she gets on everyone's nerves. Me? I don't much care if people like me or not, but Corinne? She cares a lot. And it shows.
I'd better get going.
Door's always open.
Becca Sawyer, you rock.
Go away, please.
Becca Sawyer, you rock.
It's locked.
How about that? This door's not locked.
You must be Becca Sawyer. Did you see my note?
No.
Corrine was supposed to make sure you saw it. Guess she forgot. Anyway, I'm Rachel. And boy, am I glad you're here. See, I've got this web design project that's due by the end of the break. Only I've got 2 papers to write by then, too. So, since you're a transfer and you won't really have anything to do until classes start, I was hoping you could help me.
But I don't know anything about web design.
You don't have to. I just need you to do grunt work. Take pictures and upload them mostly. The pages I'm designing will be part of the Waverly School website.
You sure that's not cheating?
Positive. It's a design class, not a photography class. What the pictures are of and where they appear on the page are all that's important, and that'll be totally up to me. I know this is kind of weird, but I'm Rachel Hubbard. I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm here on a scholarship. I blew a recent AP Chem test, which means I probably won't be valedictorian unless everybody else totally messes up. I love dogs, I hate cauliflower, my favorite subject's math, and I am desperate.
Well, I guess I could help you, sure.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, what you need to do first is take a picture of all the valedictorian candidates. Here are their names. You have a camera cell phone, right?
Course.
Great. After you've taken everybody's picture, get on the computer in the library and upload them according to the instructions on that sheet. I'll check the pictures once they're up. If I want you to take any of them over, I'll leave a note for you on the page. When you're done, report back to me, all right? I may need you to do something else. In the meantime, I'm about to be late for a meeting with my advisor, so if you could get started, that would be great. I really appreciate this, Becca. See you later, okay?
I'm being gossiped about already? That sure didn't take long.
You must be the girl who came all the way from France with just the clothes on her back? Becca something?
Becca Sawyer.
I'm Leela Yadav. Welcome to Waverly.
How come you're not working on a paper or studying like everybody else?
I'm working on 2 papers, actually, but they're both under control, so I'm taking a break. Playing the games in here keeps my reflexes sharp. People think I'm just saying that, but it's true. In fact, let's play air hockey. Come on! By helping me stay in shape, you'll be helping out your new school. You want to get off on the right foot here, don't ya?
Yeah, but I don't have time right now. I told Rachel Hubbard I'd help her with her web project.
That's too bad.
Too bad I can't play, or too bad I'm helping Rachel?
Both, but mostly too bad you're being subjected to Rachel on your very first day.
I like Rachel.
Yeah, well, wait till you get to know her. She's got this bizarre schizoid thing going. She'll say something one day, then deny it the next, or she'll do something, then claim she didn't. She's actually kind of scary. You'll see. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if she's the Black Cat. You heard about the Black Cat, right?
Oh yeah, I heard.
See, Rachel flunked a test a couple weeks ago, which means she can't be valedictorian. So maybe, in some twisted way, she thinks we're to blame and she's using this black cat stuff to freak us all out. Not that it's working. On me, at least. I've won state championships in both soccer and basketball. No way am I gonna let a couple of stupid notes get to me.
Do you ever hang out with my roommate, Corinne?
Not if I can help it.
Who does hang out with her?
Mel Corbelis and her are friends. No big surprise. After all, weirdos of a feather flock together.
Because you're in the running for valedictorian, I need to get a close-up of you for the school website, if that's okay.
No problem. Fire when ready.
I've bugged you enough for now.
That's all right. I'm kind of waiting for my boyfriend to call. He goes to Oxborough. That's the boys' school just down the road. Talking to you helped kill the time. I'll see ya.
Looks like I need a key. Looks like I need a key. Those are Roman numerals.
Bonjour. Unfortunately, that and chouette alors are all the French I know. Hey, my condolences on your roommate assignment. You know, it might not be too late to get it changed.
Do you have a roommate?
My roommate's Leela Yadev, athletic superstar and savior of Waverly's athletic program. We actually get along fine. Probably because we're pretty much equals. Everyone knows who she is, and everyone knows who I am. A word to the wise. Avoid hanging out with your roommate as much as possible. Nobody likes Corrine.
She must have some friends.
Nope. Nobody who's worth being friends with, anyway. But look, don't worry. Everyone knows rooming with Corrine wasn't your idea. As long as you don't hang out with her, nobody's gonna hold it against you.
Sounds like who you hang out with around here is pretty important.
Hey, this is the real world. It's important no matter where you are.
Okay if I take a close-up of you? Rachel needs it for the school website.
Rachel roped you into helping her, huh? Lucky you. Your first day, you get to spend it with every loser in our class. Ready for my close-up, darling?
I get the impression Rachel's not one of your favorite people.
She's no one's favorite people. Even Corrine doesn't like her.
She seems nice enough.
She has no business being here, either socially or academically, and she knows it. She makes no effort to fit in because she knows she never will. Gotta give her that much.
Apparently, I need to get a password from you before I can use the school's computer.
That's right. Unfortunately, I need to finish this DNA model before I can give it to you. Too bad, huh?
Want me to help you?
Sure, you bet. Excellent idea. Okay, here's what you need to do. You just have to make sure adenine is always paired with thymine and cytosine is always paired with guanine. And make sure each pair is connected to a sugar on the alternating sugar phosphate side. Just jump in, you'll figure it out. When you're done, bring it back, and if you get it right, I'll tell you the password.
Sounds good.
What else is going on?
What's your take on Mel?
All that edgy, free spirit, deep thinking stuff is just an act. She knows she can't cut it here, so she's making it look like she doesn't care.
You don't think she's that smart?
Book smart? Maybe. People smart? Complete zero. If her mother hadn't gone here, they wouldn't have allowed her within 50 miles of this place. In fact, I think she's a borderline psychopath.
Have you gotten any notes from the Black Cat?
Everyone on the Valcan floor has. The valedictorian candidate floor. Our floor.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Not as far as I know. Although, supposedly, there was a teacher here once, a long time ago, that none of the students liked. They were always playing tricks on her, scaring her and stuff, until one day one of their pranks gave her a heart attack, and she died. Her black cat went running off into the woods during the funeral and never came back. But for years after that, people would spot it lurking in the shadows, and whenever they did, something bad would happen. They said it was the teacher, Miss Hallowell, coming back as her cat to get revenge. Somebody around here is obviously trying to get some mileage out of a silly ghost story. One the headmistress is trying desperately to squelch, by the way. So remember, you didn't hear it from me.
Any idea who the Black Cat is?
It's Mel. See, like I said, she's a little psycho. And Black Cat's strange mishaps, it all fits in with that inane goth thing she's got going. I mean, who else could it be?
I need to get going.
See ya. Finished with that DNA model?
You tell me.
Awesome. Okay, your password is WAC35NE136.
WAC35NE136. Got it. Thanks.
What else is going on?
What do you think your chances are for making valedictorian?
Chance has nothing to do with it. I deserve to be valedictorian. Therefore, I'm going to be valedictorian.
What if there's a tie for the highest grade point average?
It's not just a matter of getting the highest grades. The faculty also looks at extracurricular activities, leadership, community service, school spirit, things I totally excel at. I'm going to be valedictorian, and then I'm going to Harvard.
Thanks for all the advice.
No problem.
I'm in charge of the snack shop? This should be interesting. I don't even know where it is. Step right up. The snack shop is open.
You know, I hate to admit it, but I really like calculus.
No, you don't.
No, I do. I love going to that class.
Everybody does. Mr. Harris is like the best looking teacher in the whole universe. It's supposed to snow pretty soon. Blizzard type snow.
Order up. Order up. Food's ready. Food's ready. Come get your order. There, all done. Whoa. Wonder what this is to. Someone didn't lock their door.
Yeah?
Someone didn't lock their door.
Becca the new girl, what's going on?
Do you hang out with Izzy much?
I don't hang out with her at all. I can't stand her. She's so fake and vacuous. It's like talking to a mannequin.
Would you say she's the most popular girl in your class?
Absolutely. Sometimes the sound of everyone sucking up to her is positively deafening.
Are you friends with Leela?
No, although I used to be. Of course, that was in grade school, before she got caught up in sports. Now all she thinks about is competing and winning and school spirit. Stuff I just find pathetic.
Do most kids like her?
I'm not a fan, but everyone else? You bet.
Do you think she's smart?
Extremely. Which, to me, makes her descent into jockdom even sadder.
How well do you know Rachel?
Not well. We don't hang out.
With whom does she hang out?
That is something you'll have to ask her. I just know I don't. We have nothing in common. Plus, there's something about her that's a little off.
What do you mean by off?
She's just a little strange, and not in a genius sort of way either. In fact, when it comes to being valedictorian, it's a mystery how she ever made it this far.
Who do you think the black cat is?
I don't do conversations on that subject, remember? Especially when it's so obvious that it's Izzy.
Does anyone else think it's Izzy?
Megan, my missing in action roommate, she thinks it's Izzy too. Of course, that's because she hates Izzy for stealing her boyfriend. My reasoning is more logical. Izzy doesn't deserve to be valedictorian, and she knows it. She also knows she'll never get into an Ivy League school unless she's valedictorian. So, she has to eliminate the competition.
I need to take a close-up of you for a page on the school website I'm helping put up.
The school wants my picture on its website? Groovy. Blast away.
I'll quit bugging you.
Sounds good.
Hi. Hey, how come I couldn't find anything about you online, like on your page?
You looked me up online?
Well, yeah. It's the 21st century. Soon as you meet somebody, that's what you do. And anyone under the age of like 30 who doesn't have something up on your page either A, has been living on Mars, or B, is seriously weird. And since it doesn't look like either of those applies to you, what gives?
I took my page down because... for personal reasons.
Well, do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Well, who is he? Where does he live? Come on, you can tell me stuff. I'm your roommate.
I'm sorry, but I'd rather not talk about him right now, okay?
Yeah, okay, whatever. So what do you want to talk about?
I met Mel. She's very different.
Yeah, I think that's why we're friends. She did say I was her friend, right? Oh, sorry, that was dumb. There we go, sounding all insecure and loserish again.
Do you dislike Izzy as much as Mel does?
If anything, I dislike her more. That girl never, ever passes up a chance to do or say something cruel to me. She just does it because she's jealous, of course, but it's still... Well, it's still annoying.
I met Leela. She was in the rec room.
She's usually in the gym, either bouncing, kicking, hitting, or throwing some kind of ball. You name a sport, she's great at it. And competitive? That girl loves to win, and almost always does.
When did she hurt her wrist?
She started wrapping her wrist about a week ago, but is it actually hurt? Debatable.
Could she be the Black Cat?
Well, she's here on a scholarship, so it's real hard for me to believe she's smart enough to, 1, secretly be the Black Cat, and 2, divert suspicion by faking an injury and making herself look like a victim of the Black Cat. But I have to admit, it is possible.
Rachel enlisted me to help her get her web project done.
Better you than me.
You don't like her?
Let's just say she's not one of my favorite people. She's kinda flaky. Like last month, she flunked a test that took her out of the running for valedictorian. Technically, she shouldn't even be on this floor anymore.
I need to take a close-up of you for a web page Rachel's working on. That okay?
Whip out your camera and let's get it over with. Cheese.
Any idea where that book that's missing from the library is?
Why? Are you an Edgar Allan Poe fan?
Actually, yeah, I am.
You and me both. Unfortunately, I don't have a clue who has it.
Any idea why it would be missing?
Somebody must have wanted that book and not wanted anyone to know they wanted it. That's all I can figure.
Did it go missing before or after notes from the Black Cat started showing up?
Before. Right before, in fact. I see what you're getting at. It was called the Black Cat, wasn't it? That's kind of freaky.
Do you know where I can get the key that opens the special collections cabinet in the library?
You can get it from me. How bad do you want it?
Kind of bad. There's a book in the collection I'd really like to look at.
Okay, here's the deal. I'll give you the key to the cabinet if you can finish these orthographic views for me.
How do I do that?
Just figure out which views go with which object. Each object has a front, top, and side view. Those are examples in case you need them.
I can do that.
Bring them back when you're done. Anything else?
I'd better get going. Bye.
Later.